A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to HJN Season 4. Now, apart from the usual outside traffic noise that people have been complaining about over the years, I can definitely let you know right now that this is a house that I got a hold of myself that sits near a highway. A highway that is commonly polluted with the likes of traffic. Cars, trucks, pickups, moving vehicles, you name it. So, yeah, the classic zip it, lock it, and put it in your pocket moment. So, I'm just going to move on, hopefully not dawdle on any more of that stuff, by talking a bit about liability for number 2419. So, here we go. Liability refers to a series of responsibility, usually associated with law, such as you may be found liable for the likes of a certain incident that causes harm to yourself or other individuals. And if there's one thing that I can make clear by any context possible, is that in the state of Wisconsin, liability happens to be a common subject when it comes to discussing law within the state. And one way that I can explain this is, for example, there's Wisconsin Dells, located at Lake Delton, for example. Almost everything that I have been to over the years associated with that place actually happens to have some kind of form associated with liability policies. Whether it be for legal reasons that are established by the local law boards within the town or otherwise, or perhaps it's something within the county that it's in, as it does sit a little ways from Madison, but it's also still kind of far compared to most other parts of the state that I've been known to go to. But we also can't forget the fact that liability itself has been commonly found with a lot of drivers from within the state, especially if you're in the city of Milwaukee or possibly other areas like Glendale, Whitefish Bay, or Sheboygan, or even Sturtevant. Then let me tell you this. A lot of these heavily populated areas that commonly have over 60,000 people and are as high as maybe 650,000 people from within any part of the state at all, regardless of city, urban, rural, territory, or whatnot. One thing that's certainly clear is that the law definitely has a lot of liability strings attached to it. Almost like a certain marionette being controlled by, I don't even know, you know? There's just a lot about law that while I have looked into over the years, one thing that I found that accompanies at least 45% of the entirety of the law book that I was given at a pretty young age was, of course, liability. Whether it be for car wrecks, or building insurance, or possibly other things. After all, the state of Wisconsin has a number of different things that commonly have relations to the likes of insurance policies, or ownership fees, or tax documentations, and there's a number of other things that I could go on listing that have liability policies attached to them. Almost like it's legally mandatory. And with most other states that I've come to know over the years, we don't necessarily see that much on liability. If anyone out there can actually explain their own sense of belief based on liability policies out here in the state of Wisconsin, definitely let me know down below in the comment section, because I'm sure a lot of people might have something to say regarding this whole subject. So, you know what? 4 minutes worth of liability discussion. This is kind of what I'm talking about. In relation to having to talk about these kind of subjects really carries on for such a while. And possibly even better when I have the right kind of nutrition in my system. So, I feel like I've gone overboard, but probably in a good way. So, I will once again be departing until I come back tomorrow with some new content for all of you guys. So I'll see you later.